This is a presentation sharing information about the Climate Action Fund Food Systems, a funding programme being offered by the UK portfolio at the National Lottery Community Fund. This presentation will help you assess whether this programme is a good fit for your work. We will cover programme aims and criteria, what we will and won't fund, and practical considerations before applying. We strongly encourage you to read all sections of the Climate Action Fund Food Systems webpage alongside this session. This slide gives information about the National Lottery Community Fund's commitment to environmental sustainability. This is one of our 4 community-led missions. Through our environment mission, we commit to being a world-class environmental funder. We are also committed to supporting the community and voluntary sector to reduce their environmental impact and deliver long-term change. Through this programme, we are committed to long-term funding, learning and impact at scale. The Climate Action Fund launched in 2019 to support communities across the UK to take climate action. It continues to evolve through delivery and learning. We have funded over 160 projects and over £150 million to date through the Climate Action Fund. Our wider funding supports environmental work at different scales. If this funding isn't right for you, there is more information available on our website about other programmes that support environmental projects. This slide explains what we hope to achieve through this funding. We want to fund projects that strengthen our food system and reduce food insecurity for people and communities. We want to support ways of producing enough healthy, affordable food without harming the planet. We will do this work by supporting work that works with nature to create resilient, sustainable and equitable food systems. This is called agroecology, and addresses the root cause of long-term problems, not just the symptoms. This is called systems change. This slide gives information about the programme aims. There are 3 aims and projects must meet one or more of the aims. Projects must also be working towards systems change in the way that they meet these aims. We'll explain more about systems change in the next slide. The aims are how community organisations grow and produce food using agroecological methods, how food gets distributed, aiming for equitable access to healthy, affordable food for all, how projects offer people and communities different food options, especially those experiencing poverty, disadvantage or discrimination. We will provide more detail about these aims in later slides. This slide explains what we mean by systems change. We want to fund work that leads to transformational change, the kind that lasts, not just short-term support. Ways to do this can include addressing the root cause of long-term problems, not just the symptoms, helping prevent problems before they happen, changing rules, habits, or ways of working, giving communities more control over decisions and resources, and helping people and organisations to work together differently, challenging what's seen as important or possible, and developing a project that is scalable or could work or influence practice elsewhere. This slide tells you about the funding criteria. To be considered for funding, your project must meet all of the criteria. You must show us that you'll work in partnership, make a lasting impact on climate change, the environment and nature, significantly increase access to healthy, affordable food, especially for those experiencing poverty, disadvantage or discrimination, have firm plans to measure the impact of your work, have firm plans to tell the story of your project to inspire others, and show how you'll meaningfully involve communities and organisations representing communities in your project. This slide shares what funding is available. The Climate Action Fund Food Systems is offering a minimum of £2.5 million over 3 years. The length of funding available is 3 to 7 years. We expect that most projects we fund will receive between £3 million and £5 million and run for between 5 to 7 years. We have not published a closing date or deadline for applications. We want to better understand demand and what is happening first, and we will announce any deadlines on our website well in advance. We expect to fund up to 10 projects over the first year. This slide explains who can apply for this funding. We will only support projects that are being delivered by a formal partnership. Partnerships must meaningfully include and have representation of the community and issue they are trying to address. Partnerships should also include the right expertise to deliver the work. All partners, including the lead applicant or applicants, must be an eligible organisation to receive funding. Please look at our website for a list of eligible organisations. The partnership must also be able to manage a minimum of £2.5 million over up to 7 years. Think about who would be most appropriate to lead a project and partnership of this size. Your partnership may also include organisations which are not eligible for our funding. Be clear about who they are and how their role will support the project in your application. We're interested in diverse partnerships and the role that businesses could play in projects, but we cannot fund them. Here is more information about what we mean by partnerships. You must work in a formal partnership made up of organisations with different areas of expertise. You will share roles, responsibilities and funding to deliver the project. At first application stage, we are looking for the following: partnerships working towards a shared vision, that core members have been established before applying, organisations that are working together to develop the project around the changes you want to collectively achieve, and a general understanding of who will be responsible for what and how you will share resources and responsibilities. Partnerships can be local, regional or national, based in one UK country or more, and new or already established. A partnership agreement is not needed at initial application stage, but we would expect you to discuss this with partners now. Here is our expectations of partnerships. We want to fund partnerships that involve the communities they work with in the design and delivery of the project, ensure equitable access to project funding and resources, consider capacity building and good governance, share what you learn across the sector and with other projects we fund, work across different sectors, and include expertise in areas like food systems and agroecology, climate, environment, nature, communications, learning and evaluation, and community representation. In the following slides, we'll share more details about what we're looking for in the aims. Projects must meet one or more of our aims. Aim 1 is about improving how community organisations grow and produce food using agroecological methods. By community organisations, we mean community-owned groups, cooperatives, social enterprises, and any other forms of not-for-profit organisations. By agroecology, we mean working with nature to create resilient, sustainable, and equitable food systems. Aim 2 focuses on equitable access to healthy, nutritious food for all. This is where everyone can get healthy, nutritious food, no matter who they are or where they live. Your project could focus on making food systems more resilient by improving access to land, facilities, and resources, giving local communities more control over food to improve access to healthy, affordable options, creating community-owned food spaces and activities that people want to take part in. This could include supporting networks that will help communities influence change or connecting existing local projects. And aim 3 is about offering people and communities different food options, especially those experiencing poverty, disadvantage, or discrimination. This could include reducing their reliance on surplus food redistribution, improving community food spaces and services, such as retail, catering, food growing, community kitchens, cafes, and public dining spaces. Projects could also focus on promoting sustainable and seasonal food practices, encouraging lifelong learning about food, preventing food crises before they happen. There are some other areas that we're also looking for from applicants. Measuring the impact of your work. Projects are not expected to evaluate everything, but we expect all funded projects to generate evidence and learning on the difference you are making. Remember to build evidence gathering into your plans and budget. We know this work can be challenging and plans may change. Telling the story of your project. We want to understand how you will tell the story of your project to inspire others. In your application, tell us how your partnership will be supported by expertise in communications, outreach and engagement. Show how you will involve communities and how organisations representing communities in your project. It is important that you build in the costs you need to deliver your project. Costs and budget for each partner should be proportionate and equitable in the context of your project. This doesn't mean everyone should receive the same amounts, but it should be clear, fair, and equitable how the budget is split. Other cost areas to include overheads. We will cover these, but they should be proportionate. You can find more information on our website about this. Costs needed for smaller groups to be able to take part in the partnership and project. Cost to support partnership working and governance. And lastly, including budget and time to engage with the Climate Action Fund cohort and potential learning partners. We know that plans change over time, especially for longer grants. We're comfortable with some uncertainty. We always find it helpful to explain what we're not looking to fund. So we're not looking for projects that are single site projects working to a very limited scale, like community gardens or allotments. Those that only deliver services like food banks or food surplus redistribution. Those that cannot show how they are taking a long-term systems change approach. Or those that benefit an individual, for example, an individual commercial farm who is focused on profit making. Those that include work that should be funded by local or national government, or those that include party political activities or work that aims to influence elections. Those that promote the views or agenda of a single organisation or group, or cannot show how their work will positively impact climate, nature, or the environment. This slide provides information about our decision-making processes. This programme has a two-stage process and it can take up to 9 months to receive a final decision. The first stage is your outline proposal, where you share details about your project idea, partnership, and an overview of your budget. We'll review your application and might also contact you for more information. You'll then receive a decision on the outline proposal within up to 4 months. If you are invited to the second stage, this is when you would develop a full proposal. This should include a detailed plan, budget, risk assessment, and information about project governance. We will then carry out our assessment. It can take up to 5 months for you to receive a decision on whether we will fund your project. Our Climate Action Fund decision panel will make this decision. We'll discuss timings with you if we take your application to the second stage. And please note that decision panels meet quarterly. We know it is also helpful to explain any funding limits. We only have a limited amount of funding and we get many strong applications. That means we sometimes have to say no, even to promising projects that meet our criteria and have strong potential. We expect interest in this funding to be high, and we will only fund up to 10 projects in the first year. Therefore, we will only take the strongest projects through to the second stage. This is not a first come, first served process, and projects should apply when they are ready. Please note that we are unlikely to fund the same organisation multiple times through this funding. Here are some top tips to think about before you apply. Read all of the information on the funding web pages and our blog. Make sure you, your partners, and your project are eligible and fit with the funding aims and criteria. Don't waste the word count in the application form. We already know there's a climate crisis and that food is important. Save your word count to tell us about your project and the community it is supporting. Avoid using generalised statistics as to the rationale for your project. If your project supports specific communities, tell us about how it meets their particular challenges or needs. You're unlikely to be successful if you do not have a core partnership in place when you apply, or if your project is at a very early or high-level idea stage. You're also unlikely to be successful if you are a very new organisation with limited experience, hoping to take on a lead role and without a robust partnership. Please don't use large amounts of our own web text for your application. We want to hear about your project in your own words. The Food Ethics Council supported the fund in developing what funding could support for this strand. The following slides share more information about this. The Food Ethics Council are a think tank and charity that provide independent advice on the ethics of food and farming. They are experts on fairness and sustainability in food and farming and a leader on ethical food issues. They were appointed following a procurement exercise to work with the fund and others working across the food system to consider where the fund could best support. Whilst they have helped shape the approach to date, they are not involved in any assessment or decision-making processes. The golden thread through all of their conversations and recommendations was that to address food system resilience and household food insecurity, there is a need to invest in practices that produce enough healthy and affordable food in ways that don't compromise planetary well-being. The recommendations included using agroecology as the focus and approach. It acknowledges the diversity of systems and the way they interact with each other, and it outlines a framework for change at many levels. It also promotes action in the present and looks to the future. The image on this slide shows the 10 elements of agroecology. It is underpinned by a commitment to good food for everyone, forever. This simple message comes from science writer Colin Tudge. It means good food, decent options which give meaningful choices, ensuring nutrient-rich food is grown, supplied and eaten. For everyone, that it is accessible, affordable, universal, culturally appropriate, ensuring fair incomes for those who grow it, transport it and sell it. Forever, grown and produced in ways that support net zero ambitions and that nourish the land and waters for future generations. Lastly, here's some information about the next steps you could take. If you feel your project is a good fit for the programme, you can contact us to arrange an initial call at Climate Action Fund at tnlcommunityfund.org.uk, or you can find an online application form on our website. If you have any further questions, you can contact our advice team by phone on 0345 4 10 20 30, or by email at general.enquiries@tnlcommunityfund.org.uk. The advice team can also give information about other funding programmes offered by the fund. Thank you for watching this information video about the Climate Action Fund Food Systems Programme.